The BBC, British Broadcasting. One thing that, we always thank it for is, say, classics. Doctor Who. But one show that, that came from it as well is Top Gear.
Built on the Isle of Man in the early 60s, the P50 was said to be almost cheaper than walking. Cost £198 and did 100 miles to the gallon. It sounds perfect then, for the roads of today. Of course, there are one or two drawbacks. Can't imagine, for instance, that it's terribly safe. Not when your knees are the crumple zones. And nor is it very fast.
And the show is pretty popular. It's still going on. However, there has always been the idea, say, what if we take something from over there and bring it over here? Heck, I remember they tried to do this with, Red Dwarf. That didn't happen. That didn't work. But they did try to do what they did was an American version of Top Gear. And it went through quite a few different hands and all that stuff, and it's been revived a few times. So let's talk a bit about it. So in 2005, Discovery Channel made a pilot for an American version of it, featuring actor and Bruno Massel, actor John Jenkinson, and actor John Liefeld as the hosts. But it was not really picked up by Discovery Channel, and when it happened, when it was trying to be formed, it had Jon Favreau of, the director of Iron Man at the time, to be able to say, hey, we're going to be involved in it. And the pod wasn't very successful, because they thought, well, this isn't going to work, because they thought, well, okay, can we try and do what the BBC did with, having Jeremy Clarkson, Richard, and all them, and so they had them involved. So it had featured clips and as well as challenges from series 1 for 5 from BBC 2 to show with introduced segments recorded by Clarkson, Hammond, and May at the Dunfield Aerodrome Steel, especially for the U.S. Islands.
He's turning right on a red light. That is America's only contribution to Western civilization.
There's never been a better time to buy at Johnson Crazy.
I was the only one using even a modicum of common sense.
Would you take 1,000 for this?
Okay, that's gonna be a little bit difficult.
Soon, I took a leaf out of James's book, lowered my sights, and quickly found a tidy Camaro at a place called Adolph's.
$2,900, this. It's a big ask to get him down to 1,000.
But eventually ended up on NBC. In April 2007, the BBC was still looking to launch a produced version of it, Top Gear, in the United States. And BBC announced and said, hey, we could be interested in this. So they said, let's order a pilot. And it would just be called Gear. And BBC Worldwide, they said, okay, we'll give you that to try and do this. So, the reality chief for it, Craig Piddleson, many automakers had shown interest in America's version of Top Gear. And anyway, so they got the host and three guys, Justin Inskis, Adam Carolla, Tanner Faust, and Eric Stromer. So the studio segments for the pilot were taped on July 26, 2008, to generally favorable reviews, citing close to following the UK's format. And NBC was feeling, saying, okay. And then NBC was expected to have a Top Gear premiere as a mid-season premiere replacement in 2009. And Jay Leno thought, I'm not so sure about this. So he turned it down because he felt like this ain't gonna work and all that. So, he thought, hey, well, is this really gonna work? Because you're gonna have a lot of car manufacturers and you're gonna be doing tests And how are they going to react if, like, you're putting their card for this, and, like, it's like, hey, your card says you can do this, but actually, and all that. So, in December 11th, 2008, NBC reversed its decision to place the show in a mid-season replacement, citing concerns about the potential success of a car-themed show in light of the failure of Knight Rider.
I'm gonna try something.
I'd advise against it.
Why? You don't even know what I'm gonna do.
I rely on past performance to indicate future action. Prepare for impact.
Get turbo boost.
Not on a turn, Michael.
It's no fun being predictable. Can't you scream like a girl?
And the BBC allowed the BBC to shop it around to cable networks to possibly pick up. And Jeremy Clarkson said that the American version had been canned, claiming that focus groups just don't understand a single word one about. They just don't really get it. And I'm gonna be honest, like, I watched some of the 2010 Top Gear was published on the web, giving fans a preview of what to expect of the upcoming episodes to bring broadcast on History Channel. Adam Farrah, Tanner Foss, and Rutledge Wood were seen participating in the Moonshine Challenge, and Tanner Foss also takes a Dodge Viper for a test drive. So the first season premiered on November 21st, 2010, and as of 2014, the series has been renewed for its 5th season. And I gotta say, having watched some episodes from it, I thought, okay, this is pretty cool.
This telephone pole stands at about 4 stories high and is dug 20 feet into the ground. Pulling it down is a perfect way to demonstrate my Chevy's towing power.
This is a great idea. Yes.
He's gonna electrocute all of us.
Because they say they would have episodes in which, like, they say, okay, we're gonna have tests involving Lamborghinis. And I thought, okay, this is pretty cool. My little cousin probably said, oh, this is neat. Because he likes Lamborghinis.
Let's do it.
He's off.
There he goes.
And, like, at one point, Jeremy Clarkson and Fox saying, Top Gear is our baby, so you can understand, like, Hammond, May, and I were anxious about passing on to the presenters of the show. We not have word because Top Gear is clearly in safe hands, even if they do insist on speaking in those stupid accents. Watching an episode from Series 1 with Richard and James, we found ourselves in a generally heated debate about which of the presenters' cars was best. We're just 3 ordinary chaps watching a car show and loving it, which is exactly what Top Gear should be about. Bring on Series 2. So yeah, that seemed to have worked. Like, folks seem to be, oh, okay. Seasons did it last for? Season 6. For 6 seasons. Season 2 of it had 16 episodes. Seasons 2 through 3 had 16 episodes. And season 4 through 6 had 10 episodes. And season 10 finished on June 20th, 2016. Then Top Gear America, it was the second adaptation of the UK motoring series, and it aired on BBC America. It premiered on July 30th, 2017. It's presented by actor William Fichtner, and Sharon Brown, and Tom Ford for its first season.
Whoa! There's nothing like the Hot Rods.
1965 to 1970. The classic muscle car era in America.
That's pretty special, huh?
Top Gear America series premiere Sunday, July 30th at 8.
Which contained 8 episodes. And the show featured new presenters take on US's NASCAR series, Mexico's Baja Rally, a stunt driving challenge, and a camper van venture, among other features. And honestly, I'm gonna say this. The thing I think that, the previous series with both Tanner Faust, Rutledge, and Adam, I think they have a bit of personality. It's like, say, okay, these guys are goofing off, they are personable, and all that. It's making me feel like, say, really, wait, why should I care about actors and all that? Doing it. Maybe I want to see just 2 guys that are doing these things. 3 guys just doing this stuff. Maybe you think this seems more relatable in a way. But yeah, I mean, did you watch Top Gear? The American version? And have you watched Top Gear America? See you next time. What's your thoughts?